Hello everyone, this is Terry with God's Tender Mercies. This is part 2 of my episode about why am I starting a YouTube channel. So I will confess that I know nothing about the mechanics of a YouTube channel. I remember I asked my daughter, how do people get their heads down in the corner of a YouTube video? And she said, Mom, that's a webcam. Oh, okay. So I thought, I better get one of those. So I, of course, went to Amazon. I typed in webcam and microphone, and a few things popped up, and I got a few little tools. Honestly, I wish I would have made a video about all the trial and error that I went through making my first video. Just believe me when I say I am starting from scratch. But the Lord has told me two things about this channel. First, He wants me to have fun with it. This should not be a chore. This should bring joy into my life. And I need to think of it as His YouTube channel, one of many of His YouTube channels. There's a spot I need to fill. He'll tell me what it is. He wants me to learn. I will bring my 5 loaves and 2 fish, and He will multiply it as it seems good to Him. It's really about me being obedient. I'm not to aim for perfection. I'm just to do it. And so sometimes when I'm working on it, I'll just quit when I get frustrated. And I've also learned to ask for help. Another person that Jared inspired is Jessica Taylor Robertson, who has started a channel called Higher, Holier History. And so I made a comment on one of her videos, and she offered to show me her toolbox. And I really think this is also another purpose for having this channel, is to build a community of people that want to promote Zion. So Jessica and I Zoomed one evening, and I've been following some of her suggestions. I'm grateful for her, and I've already made a new friend. That's wonderful. I felt really strongly that I needed to post a video before I went down to Provo to BYU Women's Conference. I am 14 hours away from Provo, and so it was not a small thing for me to decide to drive down by myself. But I did, and I know now why the Lord wanted me to have that first video posted. The women's conference was just one tender mercy after another. And I used this opportunity to build my courage. I said over and over again to friends and strangers, I'm starting a YouTube channel about God's tender mercies. And so many people wanted to share one with me. There were 10,000 women there. And after my first class, I looked up and saw a woman who I had not seen in 42 years. We went to high school together. There were 3 of us young women in my ward when I joined the church, and she was one. And there she was. And so I ran over and we hugged and talked about how both our mothers had passed in the last few years. And then I told her that I was starting a YouTube channel about God's tender mercies. And she said, I'd love to share one about my mother. Well, this experience was repeated over and over. I went to a service project one evening, and I sat with 2 beautiful women that I had, of course, had never met before. They were unique and compassionate, and they didn't know each other. And I continue to include them in my prayers to this day. And they were happy to share experiences with me. So I ended up with material for 10 or 11 videos. Another important thing that happened at the Women's Conference was that I attended a class on sharing the goodness online. It was by Rachel Rain Tucker and Shima Bauman, who I had never heard of either one of them. But it was everything I needed to hear about the why behind my promptings to start this channel. Rachel shared a quote from Elder David A. Bednar in an Ensign article in August 2015. I believe the time has come for us as disciples of Christ to use social media to appropriately and more effectively testify of God the Eternal Father, His plan of happiness of His children and His Son, and to do the Lord's work. So I feel as though I am moving forward with this in my life. I pray that it will be a blessing to others. It has already been a tender mercy to me. I would love for you to subscribe to my channel, comment on this video, and share it with your friends. Thank you so much for watching.